Let us continue the class on matrices. Uh, on the screen, you are observing the problem. See, let us read the problem. What the problem says, what is the data given in the problem. The bookshop of a particular school has 10 dozen chemistry books, 10 dozen chemistry books, then 8 dozen physics books, 10 dozen economics books. Okay, so three subjects have been mentioned here. So chemistry, physics and economics. Their selling prices are, see, rupees 80, 60 rupees, 40 rupees each respectively. Find the total amount the bookshop will receive from selling all the books using matrix algebra. So this is the important. So we have to apply matrix algebra to solve this problem. So you can give any number to this problem. See, question number 1, you can say I have taken only one problem in this video. Okay. So in this class I am going to solve this problem. So bookshop of a particular school has 10 dozen chemistry books, 8 dozen physics books, 10 dozen economics books, and their selling prices are given as 80 rupees, 60 and 40 rupees respectively. Then we have to find the total amount the bookshop will receive from selling all the books using matrix algebra. See, in the previous video which I have uploaded, see, in that problem also, that video also we have worked out one problem regarding that two types of bonds were there. Then first type of bond pays some interest, second type of bond pays some interest. So this is a similar kind of problem related to multiplication of matrices. Okay, see, try to understand this. Here we have to construct two matrices. Try to remember that problem. You can relate that problem to this. So here we have to write two matrices. So what are those two matrices and how to write those two matrices? See, those two matrices which you are going to write in this problem, say if you consider one matrix as A and another matrix as B here. See, what is the matrix A and what is the matrix B? You have to write those two matrices such that the product AB exists. That means this should follow product exists means what? CR rule must holds good. Okay, so here in this problem you are clearly observing that. See, here in this problem what is given here, see, number of books. Okay, number of books is given and their selling prices have also been mentioned there. So what are the two matrices we can write here? See, if A is one matrix, so it will be a matrix containing number of books. Okay, and another matrix B means it is a matrix containing their selling price, that is cost, or we shall say SP, selling price. So one matrix contains selling price, another matrix contains number of books. Then AB, that means product should exist. So we have to write the data in terms of two matrices. That's the idea here. Okay, I think you are understanding the point what I am saying. So I will write two matrices which contains number of books and another matrix is their selling price. Okay, then CR rule must satisfy this. So that we shall take up here. See what is given in the problem. Let's start the solution here. See, number of chemistry books. So number of chemistry books they have told there 10 dozen. Okay, so 10 dozen means how many books? So 10 into 12. So 10 dozen means 10 into 12. So number of chemistry books will be 120 here. Similarly, number of physics books. So they are 8 dozen. They have given that 8 dozen. So 8 into 12, that will be 96 books. Then number of economics books. Number of economics books. So that is also 10 dozen. So 10 dozen means we can write 10 into 12. That will be what? 120. See, we have got the number of books here. 120, 96, 120. Okay. we have to write the data first. Then afterwards, what is the data given? So selling prices are also given here. Okay. So the data can be see, this is very very important. Data can be written as, see what I got, the number of books. See, chemistry books 120, leave some space. Then physics 96 books. Then economics 120. See, I will write this as a row matrix. So this is one row and three columns. Then another matrix. As I earlier said, I have to write two matrices. Another matrix is, of course, that will be a column matrix. That means, see here, this is number of chemistry books. So these are physics books. These are economics books. So that means I have to write their corresponding selling prices. So what are the corresponding selling prices given in the problem? See, their selling prices are, so 80, 60 and 40 rupees. So I can write 80, 60, 40 in the column matrix. So it contains 3 rows and 1 column. See here, number of columns of first matrix equals number of rows. So it follows the CR rule. So this is the idea. So we have to find the product of these two matrices. Okay. So what we have to find? We have to find the product. So to multiply these two. So that I will do in the next step. So that is equal to, so what I got, 120, 96, 120 into this column matrix is 80, 60 and 40 rupees. So here only one row is there. So one row and one column is there. So I can multiply it easily here. Okay. So I can put the bracket here. See, 120 into 80 plus 96 into 60 plus 120 into 40. See here. So row and column, 120 into 80 plus 96 into 60 plus 120 into 40. So I have written all this multiplication here. Then you have to multiply this one and this one and this one. Then you have to add this. So I will write that in the next step. So what is the first multiplication here? 120 into 80, that will be 9600 plus 96 into 60, that is 5760 plus last one is 120 into 40, that will be 4800. So sum of all these, it gives, see, we have to add all these things. So that will be 20,160 rupees. Therefore total amount received, total amount received is equal to 20,160 rupees. Okay, this is the application of matrix multiplication. Okay, this is the 20,160 rupees is the total amount received by the bookshop. So in this way we can use the multiplication concept here. See, that's what we told in this problem here. So 10 dozen chemistry books, 8 dozen physics books, 10 dozen economics books, then the selling prices. So we have written two matrices which are eligible for multiplication and solved this problem. Okay, so I hope you can understand this properly. So write down the problem and solution clearly.